Models are built on curiosity. They allow us to experiment and give shape to our ideas. These models hissed, smoked and steamed their way through 100 years of rapid technological change. From prototypes to toys, small-scale experiments led to big changes. Without models, we wouldn't have the trains we use today. As railways became part of everyday life, the chuff-chuff of model steam engines could be heard from people's homes. And one company which made and sold models, toys and parts was Chadbourne's of Sheffield, which brought the excitement of the railways into the nation's living rooms. With purple flames licking up the side, these miniature steam engines were educational toys. Filling the boiler with water and lighting the spirit lamp underneath brought to life why steam was the power of the age. Known as dribblers, these notoriously leaky models left a trail of burning methylated spirit behind them. Popular with children and adults alike, some were even used to carry port down the table at parties. This is the world's oldest workable model steam engine. It was made by 16-year-old Thomas Greener of Etherley in County Durham at night school, based on his father's winding engine. The same winding engine that hauled trucks up an incline, hauled the family out of poverty, and inspired Thomas to have a lifetime of engineering involvement. Engineering and innovation inspired Thomas to use some of his newfound wealth in investing in industry. But it also had its risks, and Thomas ended up a bankrupt. Model engineering allows us to prototype ideas and make them reality. Like Cosmo Bonser, it was redesigned time and time again. Built by amateur engineer Jim Crebin, who experimented with engineering ideas, some of which were taken up by the mainline railways. And here, Topsy, a model that helped spread the narrow gauge railway around the world. This is the world's oldest model of a real locomotive. Salamanca was a rack and pinion locomotive from the Middleton Railway in Leeds. The locomotive and rail worked as one machine. The cogs stopped the wheels from slipping when it pulled heavy coal wagons along the track. Cast from the original 1813 moulds found in the Tyne Ironworks, the full-size Salamanca had heavy iron wheels just like this. This here was made by a clockmaker to put William Hedley's experimental ideas to the test. It's the first twin-cylinder steam locomotive. 2 cylinders doubled its power and balanced the motion of the locomotive, stopping it swaying from side to side. This experimental model led to Puffing Billy, the first commercially successful steam locomotive to run on iron rails. Engine drivers knew their locomotives inside and out. Taking measurements from the full-size engine meant that this model was correct in every detail. I like Fire King here, made by Josiah Evans when he was an apprentice at a Lancashire colliery. He went on in the 1870s, 30 years later, to build and design full-size locomotives using the experience gained by making this model. From rope makers to vicars, those that went on to change the railways, all individuals in the age of the railways that used skill, endeavour and pride of pioneering makers and their elaborate homemade machines, which may have been built on humble kitchen tables, but had a global impact. By breathing life into these miniature locomotives, makers could experiment and give shape to new ideas. Without these models, we wouldn't have the trains we use today.